Good morning and welcome back to the Morning Commute with Hopi Living in the City. I hope everyone is well. Happy Friday. Happy day before someone's birthday. It is a cool 82 degrees outside, folks. And I got my cup of joe here. My first one I didn't have my usual sit down in the morning and have a cup of coffee and relax. I was kind of just resting, and then I said I better get up and get going. I thought about making some breakfast, but that just kind of, I just thought, I don't know. I don't know if it'll be done in time. And I didn't want to be rushing around. If I had some good tortillas, I probably would have been inclined to make some. That way I could wrap up some burritos real quick. But tortillas, then oh, that 2500 is hauling a bunch of particle board on the top of its toolbox. What's everyone doing this weekend? Let us know in the comments if you are headed to the fair up in Shiprock, or if you're staying home, or if you're going to the state fair, or if you went to the corn concert last night. Let us know. It should be a nice, relaxing day. We have the instrument that should be ready to run this morning. We edited some rules yesterday with our consultant. Excuse me. Man, she is she's like a wizard when it comes to rule writing. And so she removed some of the lines, well, not lines, partial lines in the existing rule code, and added one. She changed, let's see, the reference ID to equal the specimen ID or something like that, or vice versa, on the four rules that fire off for each, one for each tube. And then she added a rule into the main LIS driver that handles traffic in and out of the LIS to our middleware. There again, she set the specimen ID to equal the reference ID or vice versa. And so we are going to run that this morning, and hopefully those rules fire off well. And so basically what she explained to me was there's five unique accession numbers that are associated with each of the there's five accession numbers with each order of the quantiferin panel, and one accession number is like our master panel that has a panel within a panel and atomic test within it. And then each of the remaining four UIDs go with the four color-coded tubes. There's a TB1, TB2, mitogen, and a nil tube. So each of those have their own unique accession number. And you load those in sequence onto the X racks on the Diasorin instrument, XS instrument. And then once everything's primed and ready to go, you have all reagents on board, your quantiferin reagents are calibrated, your QC is good, then you can load your rack. And in a perfect world, your rack will pick up the test codes from the LIS, and it will run them. And each tube results or should result in optimal conditions in a numerical value being associated after the analysis. And I believe total test time is around 45 minutes. And once each of the tubes is completed and produces a numerical value, that numerical value is sent to the middleware where a rule fires. It pulls the numerical value, puts it in a patient field. It's called a puff. It's a patient something field. So each numerical value is stuffed into one of those fields, and then the result says complete. So the very last of the 4 tubes that completes will hold the result. So the result after that 4th tube is done, the value from that 4th tube will hit the middleware, and rules will be fired, and then it'll produce an interpretation based on the values and calculations and algorithm using all 4 numerical values. So that is how this Diazorin Liaison XS instrument runs the quantiferin assay. And we are running those because a lot of times there are discrepancies with the collection time, incubation time, pickup and delivery time to the reference lab. And in some cases, the specimens are deemed unacceptable when they really are. So we figure we'll just take it into our lab and run it there, do the incubations, spinning it down, loading it, and resulting it. But this instrument, the company does not provide any of the rules with the instrument purchase. You have to either write them yourself, get them from another one of your facilities that's running the assay, or purchase professional services, which will assist you with writing those rules. So I think I've been working on this policy for procurement of new diagnostic equipment, and I'm trying to put in there everything that we could think of when developing the statement of work to go out for bid. I have in there provide training, and then this week I learned that I need to be more specific and put in that the contractor must provide training in these intervals and quantities to our facility at no cost to the facility. Prior, I had put contractors shall provide training, but this vendor that we're working with, it's a different vendor. It's not Diazorin. They said that, it can be interpreted as they can provide the training, but they don't pay for it. And so that's a kind of a gray area. So you got to be very, very specific in what you want, because it's a intricate process. And so another one is for the contractor to provide full uninterruptible power supply units and to maintain them throughout the life of the contract. Because we had another vendor who basically refuses to do anything with the UPS devices they provided. They're pushing it off on our internal team. And so we want to make some of the other vendors are really good. And so they step right up, they come in, they swap everything out, put in brand new stuff, test it, and they're good. So we need to get more vendors like that. And then we need to also make sure that there's a clause in the statement of work that says that the contractor shall be responsible for providing at no cost to the facility patches for any of the applications or servers or server operating systems that they require to run their systems, their instruments. We had another vendor that there wasn't even a maintenance contract with it, so we ended up having to redo a maintenance contract to put specific clauses in there that have the vendor perform, pay for, and assist with those software updates. So we got a call on that today for one of them. So that's what is going on. It's going to be a good day. We just need to make sure and get that rule fired off, the rules fired off and tested. And then once that's done, we can do some positives, negatives, and some invalid type of samples. So then that instrument will be done. As far as the LIS portion is concerned, it's pretty fun going into work. You get to experience a lot of different scenarios, and it's fun working with everybody in the team because you have a diverse team of people that they just have all kind of skills, all kind of responsibilities. There's those scissor lifts that I was looking at the auction. Some of those were going for only like $50. They were electric scissor lifts. So I brought some leftover pasta that my youngest made. I thought I would have it for lunch, but I might have it for breakfast. Because I don't think I brought any cash. I have some change. With that one, well, I forgot today is the tamale lady day. Oh, man. I'm pretty sure she takes Zelle, though. I felt bad yesterday because I didn't know there was the two sisters that were selling their fry bread, and here I spent all my money before I saw them. Sun State Equipment. Man, that'd be nice to rent from them because they deliver. I wonder how much their delivery fee is, though. Just have them deliver and pick up so you don't have to go pick up your trailer, take it into town. Excuse me. And then do the same when you're dropping it off. But yeah, you guys have a great day. It's a little bit busy here with traffic, but it'll be fine. Talk to you guys later.